is a very quiet island. The water is more beautiful than the other islands, warmer. I think I'm going up there. It's a nice little lake by the beach, but no flamingos. This is called Porta Verde, and I think it's called that because it's green from dirty water. I'm looking at some ducks over there, I believe. This is interesting. So the outer shell of this tunnel hardened and the underside just continued to flow into the ocean. Now there's just a lava tunnel. This is probably the low tide mark here. You can see the roof of this tunnel. It's interesting. All the rest of the lava that's here. Here we go. Here's a heap of iguanas here hanging out. They're marine iguanas. There's all these crabs around here. Oh wow, yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, because he's poking his tongue out. And all these birds. This is all old lava flow too. Spoke too soon. This one's dug himself a bit of a hole. It's a male because the tail's long. He's dug himself a bit of a hole to keep cool there. I couldn't imagine him on the road right now. There's a few little peaks to climb around here. Certainly not my last destination. I think that's the Orkia. Interesting stuff. This is a type of daisy, so I'm assuming it is a Scalesia plant, which some of the species have adapted into trees, which is uncommon in the daisy families. We're at the top now. This is a great view. That's the volcano I'll be climbing tomorrow, active. Don't know the rest of them. I'm climbing up somewhere there. Maybe get a view of the surf to see whether I will go check the beach for surf. Look at all the old volcanic peaks, stinky lakes over there, the lava fields. I see why there's not that many people on this island. This is called the Wall of Tears. They forced convict labour to build this, and some of them couldn't handle it and asked to be shot. So I believe. It's interesting that these are all shards of volcanic rock, but what they've done is they've buttressed it to hold it up at the top. These, I think they're clerodendrons and a wasp there doing something to pollinate. But yeah, so it's not a sheer vertical column, but sort of a triangular effect that it's wider at the bottom to support it at the top. We got to the top of the first peak. Bit of nice breeze up here. Old man's beard catching the breeze. That's where I'm going up to. Still not there. There's Sierra Negra. I'm at 115 meters above sea level, suffering altitude sickness, but I'll have to keep going. No, mi esposa es terrible con esas cosas. Arañitas.
Arañitas, ustedes tienen arañotas.
El único animal peligroso de Chile es una araña que mide...
I'm fixated on this point here. It looks like the best possibility, even though maybe it's slow. But yeah, I don't know what it's like there. I'm filming. Go pick that up, camera. This is interesting. I wanted to point out that these stairs, anything that they make a path with, so it's cement underneath, but what they've done is picked up a plate of lava. So a lot of the lava fields, there's sheets of lava, usually around up to 30 centimeters, 35 centimeters, and all they've done is just picked them up and laid them on top of the wet cement to form a nice path, and they're very grippy, so it's good for not having accidents on the way down. This is the cotton bush of a native to the Galapagos. See, there's all this cotton here. Now this belongs to the hibiscus family. There it is, there's the flower, typical hibiscus flower. This one's looking at me suspiciously. What do I want? It's eating a bit of cactus. I'll leave you alone. Yeah, that's a male. There's two here. In the fig section, these are very venomous figs. They're poisonous. Anyway, they can grow really low on the beach. All these ones have been just twisted and gnarled in this section, but they're the tallest I've ever seen on the island. Obviously tapping into this source of water down here. We're getting closer to the beach. There's this iguana, marine iguana, sitting in the middle of the road. It's a big one. The iguanas were hanging around here. Beautiful cove. And look where they are now, spitting on each other by the looks of it. What happened to that guy's tail? That's raw. Anyway, this is where they've ended up. This yellow bird, yellow warbler. Too deep in the tree. I've abandoned the road for the high tide mark. Sand's soft up there, very soft. So I have to hang around the edge of the shore so my feet don't sink. Look at that penguin. Going for it. He just got another one. I'm sure I'm going to scare them off, but they're oyster catchers, and there's a black one which is exactly the same as back at home, a pied oyster catcher. The black one in the background, the grey oyster catcher, still keeps running in my direction. I'm going to try not to scare this pelican though. Go that way, yes. This is really cool. Look at all these pelicans dive bombing for bait fish. This one is such a baby. Doesn't look like this one's the mother either. This thing looks young.